All right, let's just check what's going on right now. And the live stream, we'll give it a couple of minutes for people to get over here, but we're gonna talk about some stuff. Just having some conversation. I don't think this is gonna be. We're gonna have a super long stream. I'm honestly like very tired from like a lot of the movement that we've had. Not necessarily in the crypto market, but just in general, like movement around. So we will. All right, there's two people watching over on. Okay, so Rumble is working, YouTube is working, Twitch, Kick. Also seeing X is working as well. Thank you guys for watching on Twitter. Appreciate you guys. Feel free to hit that like button if you can. Also, if you want to comment, feel free to comment. That doesn't hurt. But yeah, I want to talk about some stuff and what people have on their minds as well as what I have on my mind, right? Because there's definitely a lot of conversation that's going around with Shiba Inu right now because of this burn that you've seen, and then obviously seeing Terra Luna Classic at a level where it didn't only jump a zero or drop 1 0, but also doubled from that point and almost tripled from that point. So, it excites a lot of people. Make sure you take some time to hit that like button. It does help out with the channel, helps out growth and all that stuff. So we got 33 people that are on YouTube. So feel free to hit that like button as soon as you get in here. I want to know what everybody else's opinion is on the whole like Shiba Inu situation. Pudgy13, how you doing? Joey Rez, thank you for being here. Crypto Diamond Hands just bought $2,000 worth of SHIB. You just bought $2,000 worth of SHIB right now because of like the burning potential. Is that why you bought $2,000 worth? Today is a Tuesday morning. Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday morning. Like I said, I'm like tired, like physically, even though I would say a decent amount of sleep, more than I had the past few days because of how everything was moving over the weekend. Let's see if that can continue into the rest of the week. And, today doesn't really look super positive, but also, we're seeing things that are kind of not remaining steady, but at least being in a certain level and a certain, range and hovering between that level. Let's see. Good morning, Matt. Hi from Germany. Thank you for watching. I bet waking up at 2 a.m. to make those videos. Yeah, I mean, waking up at like 3, it wasn't even about like me forcing myself to wake up. Like I just couldn't physically sleep. So I was like, because there was so much excitement and I was excited to see what was going to happen next, right? So why not share that experience with everybody else that's also not able to sleep, right? So what I've noticed is that the Terra Luna Classic or Terra Luna Classic right now on YouTube is becoming completely oversaturated. To where if you compare it to any other like video that's out there, it like it's just not. It makes it has a lot of views, but you're like generating less revenue because of it. Um, because it's so oversaturated. There's so many people that are making videos about Terra Luna Classic. It's insane. I went to search for it just to see how oversaturated it is. And there are ridiculous amounts of people that are making it. It's like when you have that trend where any type of trend, everyone starts to do it. It's kind of that's where it is. You see Terra Luna Classic that's running, and that's where the conversation is for everybody, no matter if they've talked about it before or have never talked about it. So it's definitely interesting. As I was looking at it, I was like, why? um, a 19,000 view video gets like less revenue than a 4,000 view video. I was like, what? That doesn't make sense at all. But it's because it's oversaturated. But it's definitely something that's the reason why is like it's really popular, right? And that's great. That's great to see because then we know that Terra Luna Classic has a lot of potential to grow, right? So from the levels that we've seen it at, or we saw it at 4 zeros, and then it jumps to a level of 3 zeros, and it gets to 3 zeros and a 1, or 1% of a penny, and now it's sitting at about 2.4% of a penny. That's really big. Guys, we have 17 likes and we have 83 people here. So if you could hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. I will appreciate it all day, every day. I got a brand new one for you to watch. Okay, well, go ahead, shoot. I think it's an interesting way to burn. What, the way that they burn? Lunix should charge a penny fee. The issue is that Shibarium has like their own platform, and the way that they were doing that, it was more of like a manipulation to it, and I don't really know if that's going to remain standard, if it's going to be that level, or we're going to see that increase, because the point still remains. It's like, what is the reason to use Shibarium at that moment? So that's really the issue that is at hand. Is like, are you going to see that volume increase because of the fact that you have this, or are you going to have another source that really pushes you to creating volume on Shibarium? And it could be creation on Shibarium. It was nothing more than pressure from Shib Army that helped jump in burns. It will continue in 2024. Will it continue in 2024? I honestly don't know. Yeah, neither do I, but that is something that I gave credit to, Claybro, because he's been putting out videos and consistently applying pressure, even though he's been blocked multiple times. I've been blocked, multiple times by multiple people, and then unblocked by some people, and then reblocked by some people, and it's just like, it's tiring. It honestly is tiring. Dealing with them, and to know that they don't take any type of criticism or want to, entertain any conversation related to burns. Because if you have any type of a following, like if you have a following like me, and I talk about how burns are the way, and there's so many people who are like, yeah, burns are the way, and they come after them, it's like one person brings a whole crowd of people to basically say the same thing. And I guess I understand that portion of it, but you still would want to have the conversation, right, around what the burn rate will be. The burn rate is increased 1.5 million%. Is that what you have there? You're persistent on Lunic way back. Inspired me to hold. Pray it makes dreams happen. I think it will. I think it will have the opportunity. It's all depending on what you guys do. That's the difference maker. Is people will say, hey, I hope that I can get to $1 million off of my 10 million Terra Luna Classic. And it's like, it depends on what you do, right? If you accept profit at a level of, $1, and that's $10 million, then yeah, obviously that could happen. But how much pressure are you going to have to sell during that process of getting up to $1? Because a level of 10 cents while you have 10 million coins is $1 million. Are you telling me you're going to see $1 million in your account and you're going to go, you know what, I'll wait until I have 10 million? Most people would go, oh, I'm going to pull at least something out, or pull everything out. Like, that's the way that we know that things go. So it's kind of interesting to me, because again, you create the opportunity, but whether you take that opportunity is totally up to you. All right, so we got 34 people on Rumble. Thank you guys for watching. I actually bought $1,000 of Lunic yesterday at the high points. FOMO into Lunic. Yeah, you gotta find any type of retracement that you have. Rumble, for some reason, randomly takes my like away. That's dumb. I bought a little Grok with ETH on Coinbase wallet. It dropped 22%. Wanted to buy more, but the fees are outrageous. Yeah, the fees are always outrageous. I want to get on. I want it to be on a platform to where I can easily get into it. Matt, Grok pumping? Hopefully not. I was looking to buy some today. I hope you're not telling the truth, which I would imagine you are telling the truth. You're not gonna just lie to me and go Grok is, you know, not pumping. It's at a way lower point. I should buy. Yeah, I definitely have to buy some today. I mean, it's moving. It's back up to 1282, and it's up 2.3% at the moment. At the time of recording right now, it's at a 2.3% increase, and it's almost at a 1.3 cents level. I wanted to lower my cost basis today and add more because I said that I went all in for that time, and now I really want to hold 100,000 Grok, and I think that would be fantastic. I think that would be absolutely amazing to hold 100,000, which would be a decent amount. I got to see how much I have in one of my passive income areas. But the problem is that I'm paying. Oh wow, it's already increasing to 13. Um, yeah, I wanted to find one of my passive income areas. I wanted to make sure that I have a decent amount that's coming out of there. Yeah, so I do have a decent amount that's coming out, so I can um take that and take about another $500 or so and throw it in on Grok. I feel like Grok is just going to be big. And this may like again, this is just my opinion, right? I don't want anybody to jump in on a play just because I'm investing in on it or feel some type of way, about it. So you definitely take those risks as you see them, but I think that Grok will be um, something that really does give us a huge amount of opportunities. I think, right? Again, I'm taking on a risk because it's at a 1.3 cent price, and while I first invested at a level of there we go. I don't know why it's doing that. While I first invested at 2.8, decreased down to 2.3, invested there, and then we see it at a level where it was 1.5 or something. I would love to invest at 1.3. Again, that's huge. So let me go over to MetaMask and let me see if I can easily do this. I'm probably gonna have to go up and get my card to confirm something. So give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy some ETH, and I hope it's a easy. Oh wait, you know what? I don't even know why I went to go get that because my card is down here somewhere in my trusty credit card book. All right, let's do this. Uh, debit card. Yeah, I should get. Wait, how much? How much would it be worth? 13. I would love to get to 100,000, which means that if I did that first, let me go back here. Let me see if I can log into my MetaMask over here. And I gotta change networks. I mean, technically owning another, I would have to put another like $800 into it in order to get to like 100,000. Um, so I would be taking on a huge risk by doing that because you never know what Grok is going to be. You never know how serious it's going to be taken. The crazy thing is, I mean, I think that it's going to be something that's big. Then again, that's me, right? And I think this is definitely early stages as you don't see any S tier or tier one exchanges. You see borderline like tier two exchanges. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Let's do it. Let's do it. I can't see a damn thing over here. Whoops. There we go. All right, guys, we have 148 people here. Make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Why is this so? Why is it going to be $70 in order to go through a fee? This is why I don't like if I go through an exchange, it would be so much easier. There's no price action on what? There's no price action on what? Dogelon Mars? Oh wait, that's not even the same person. Um, hey Ahmad, how are you doing? Hopefully, you know that million Lunic is sitting well in your portfolio. Uh, Passcode was sent to me. Why is a passcode sent to me? There we go. I was gonna say where has it been sent? Like they don't even put like where they're sending it, whether it's a number or whatever. Machi did so well after your call. Did it? That's fantastic. I love to hear that. All right. Yeah, so I'm about to buy some more grok. Me buying it shouldn't be a crazy impact, especially something that has like a $1 million um, market cap or $100 million market cap level. Like it's not gonna have any type of effect. Something that has $1 million market cap level, yeah, that's a different story. But yeah, we'll definitely get into that. Let's talk about Terra Luna Classic and exactly kind of where it is currently and what has happened in the past day. And we'll also look at Shiba Inu and get some opinions there. So we got 175 people here, guys. Make sure you get me up to 100 likes. I would greatly appreciate it. Currently, Shiba Inu is at 24 or 2.4% of a penny. It's sitting at 302428. A $1.4 billion market cap. Volume has been dropping. It's down 28% over the last day. We're seeing this at $896 million. And it looks like we're not seeing as much volume right now. So most likely, if we were just looking at this point to this point, we would probably have a very low amount of volume compared to the previous 24 hours. Now, as we look at this part, obviously you've seen this get up to 27 at about 4 p.m. yesterday, which honestly I wasn't really looking at it at that time, but it's great to see it get back to 27 or 2.7 cents of a penny, 2.7% of a penny. But then, now you're seeing this kind of fall between this area, with some taking out some of the outliers, right? And I'll say outliers, even though it has maybe some other different retracement points or different resistance levels. But either way, we know of what the strength is. It's great to see that it got convincingly above the It's okay. He's tired. Yeah, it got convincingly above the 0.0001 or 1% of a penny. So we know that we have a lot of room to stay above that level, right? The movement this weekend was just absolutely phenomenal. I loved everything about it. The only thing I didn't love about it was that it most of the movement happened at like 3 in the morning. So I had to be awake at those times, which is okay. I wanted to be awake at those times. I just got deja vu with the same sweater and me watching me buy something on the phone. Maybe I just buy stuff. And I'm literally saying exactly what this is ridiculous. I've been getting deja vu. I got deja vu twice while we were over. We were at the vacation spot, literally sitting in the chair, and I had my laptop, I had my computer wire, the power connector adapter that was connected to the wall. Looked outside, there were three white cars, and I was like, "This is freaking deja vu," and I can't do it. And that was the largest form of it. And I was like, I've been here before. I know I've been here before. And I was asking people, I was like, have we been here before? They were like, no, we've never been here. I was like, I've definitely been here before. There's 100% I've been there. Or I know the future. And this right here, in me explaining, kind of explaining something related to crypto, but then also watching me buy something on my phone on a separate screen because it's lagged. That's crazy. All right, let me go ahead and uh, purchase some Grok right now. Do it live on screen so I can get to 100,000, and then that's going to be it. That's 100% is it. I'm not buying any more Grok after that. Um, and if things go amazing, then things go amazing, but it may take some time. Gas fees are $28. I was gonna go ahead and swap. I swapped anyways. That's ridiculous. But I was gonna go ahead and swap from the Binance Smart Chain side over to the Ethereum side. I was gonna take USDT from Binance Smart Chain over to the Ethereum side. You know how much it was gonna cost me in order to do that? I'm not even gonna let you guess. $56 in order to swap it or bridge it to the next chain. I was like, it doesn't even make sense. I might as well send it to crypto.com and have the ridiculous spread and still pay less. Like, why would I go ahead and do that and, pay $56 when I could pay, 25 with a weird spread? So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to go ahead and do this and not do that, right? Because that's crazy. The swap was successful. Let me see. The swap was successful, and now I have 104,000 Grok at the moment, almost 105,000 Grok, and it's worth $1,378.32. Once we have the ability to move this to a separate place, so like if Coinbase decides to list Grok, or if Kraken decides to list Grok, even though that's going to take away from my Kraken portfolio, I'm gonna send it over to Kraken or whatever platform. Hopefully it's Uphold, because then I could send it over to Uphold and leave it over there, and I don't have to worry about it. But the problem is, right now we don't have any availability to do that. But I'm definitely gonna go ahead and send that over to there because Ethereum fees are ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So, anyways. Yeah, I now have 104,000 Grok at the moment. I'm going to probably make another video today talking about how I just went all in on Grok. What about Jasmine Coin? Yeah, I mean, Jasmine Coin is, for me, actually, let me log in first because I hate when I'm not logged in. I'm not logged into my Coinbase, nor am I logged into my Kraken. Coinbase does a great job though because they automatically stay logged in. I mean, Jasmine is just a no-brainer. That's one of my largest investments that I do have, and it's not going anywhere. Um, Deja vu? No, that's just a glitch in the matrix. What is Grok? So Grok itself is an AI chatbot that's created by Elon Musk and his team, as well as. But when you look at the Grok position, Grok is just a meme. It's not meant to be the chatbot. It's not meant to kind of convince people that they are. It's to be a meme of that. So it's going to be something that moves whenever Elon Musk talks about Grok. It's going to be something that moves when Grok launches. It's going to be something that moves when the Twitter account finally comes back. It had so much of an impact that Elon Musk had the Twitter account suspended. And I don't know if it's still suspended at the moment. ETH has to fix those crazy fees. I mean, that's what layer two is all about, but it's about people still creating layer one projects. And those layer one projects are have insane fees. And there's always going to be that's the issue, is that you're always going to have people that create layer one projects, and maybe that ends up becoming um, the housing spot for a lot of like startups, and then they start to transition over to layer two. I'm serious. Deja vu is how my seizures start. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. What are you doing, Daisy? What is Daisy doing? This cat is sitting on my workout bench over there. Let me see. What was I doing? Forgot what I was doing. I was logging in to different platforms. Shut up. That's the password. You're lying. You're a lion, not a tiger. You're a lion. Um, I'm just glad that I was able to figure out the audio situation while I was on vacation, because there were so many things that were happening um, that I just needed. I needed to be live. Like, I wanted to be live because I wanted to talk to you guys about what's happening, and if anybody else had any type of information, because I wasn't actively checking a lot of things. I was having a good time where it was just me and Erica, and the kids were back at home. But good thing is right now we are back in the studio. I know a bunch of people asked me, they're like, "Why did she move you to the garage?" Um, and that wasn't my garage. That was the only area that was kind of pushed away from everybody else, so that I could live stream and create videos, create content, and do that stuff there. Because I didn't want it to take up the rest of the day. So, yeah. You think Pepe will ever pump again? Yeah, Pepe just recently had a pump. But is it pushing to the level of like $1 billion or 2 billion, 3 billion, or anything like that? Not right now. What is layer one? What's layer two? Layer one is proof of work. Layer two is proof of stake. So you have cheaper fees, faster transaction times, more of a grouping in layer two. But through layer one, it's like single transactions that are going through, and it takes a while. It's a lengthier time, cost more in order to do it. But in layer two, you kind of have it grouped up. They always go to that carpooling method, to where it's like you either drive your own car, where you see a congested highway and everybody else is driving their own car, or you have people that kind of carpool together, and you have four people that are in a car. Now you have less traffic. It's flowing really, really nicely. So, so Let's see. Um, and both can be POS or POW. But what we're saying is layer one Ethereum utilizes proof of work. Layer two Ethereum utilizes proof of stake. It's not about what they could do, it's about what they do. That's Jasmine and Lunic still look strong after Bitcoin pulls back. Jasmine and Lunic still do look strong. Yes, I have my portfolio over here for Jasmine, and Jasmine looks great. Jasmine is currently sitting at, for me, it's up 1,500. You see Jasmine at $5,590. I do hold there. Would love to see Krill come back. Um, would love to see Farmcoin start to really make a larger move, but we're seeing that Krill at a level of 30 cents, which is great. We're seeing Farmcoin at a level of $35, which I believe has so much more room to grow. Good morning. What do you think? Wait, exactly, Crypto King. I commented that new one for you to watch on Twitch. You commented on Twitch. I actually don't even have Twitch up. Like, this is where I don't want to get into like technicalities and what you can technically use under um certain consensuses. You have to understand, like, when things are asked, like, hey, what is this Ethereum, this, and layer 2 this, okay, um you know what do they generally use, like what do they utilize, and the question is not what technically can they use. It's not. We got to start looking at things at how they're asked and not with any type of asterisk behind it. Because once you start doing that, you start confusing people. And that's why, people like my content. I try and make it as simple as possible. You ask a question, I answer it, right? So always funny. Do you think the Shiba people finally woke up and decided they needed to have more burns? So yes, yes. The reason, so the simple answer is yes. The more complicated answer is, um, I think they woke up and saw that there is not as much that they can do, right? They've launched so many different things and they are not seeing the traction that they wanted to see in the positions that they're there. And then you had maybe some of them or one of them or whoever listen to other people talk about the fact that if you just focused on burns, the Shiba Inu community would be behind it, right? Because we just want to see support for our project. We're not asking for you to give us everything you own. We're asking for you to give us just a little bit of support. That's all you need, right? 1 cent, 2 cents, 25 cents doesn't really matter. It's a cheaper option to go through Shibarium. Why can't 1 cent, 5 cents, or 25 cents be a thing? Right? 25 cents is way cheaper than what you would have if I went to go buy Shiba Inu on MetaMask right now. It would be $28. So, and that's just the fee. So if I have 25 cents worth of a fee and 10 cents of that goes to Shiba Inu burns, I will take that every day of the week. And I'm sure you would and the next person would. It's only 25 cents compared to what you would have in other options. Even if you traded on exchange, it would be more than that, right? It sucks being here in New York. You can't buy anything unless you're on a coin what? Coin something. Something. Um I can't even buy XRP on Coinbase in New York. You have any information on VPN or how to use it? I don't have any information on a VPN. I know other people use VPNs, but I don't go about that. Bro, Floki Inu hit your opinion, please. It hit what? You're saying like what can it hit? Can Floki get to a certain price point? Floki is a very popular position. So actually, let me go to here. So Grok is definitely increasing. It's currently almost up to, 1.4 cents. It's fantastic. I want to see that grow a lot more. Eventually get introduced on exchanges, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So I believe you wanted to talk about Floki, right? Floki is, like I said, a great play, and the things they're doing with the Floki team, with like TokenFi and everything, absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal to see that. Um, so my opinion on this, like we could see Floki being worth multiple billions. I have to go and you might hear some things that are going on because when you log into Twitch, they always like start you out on the screen where people are playing and you swipe left or right or whatever. There we go. Honoranium? Honoranium? Is that how you say that? HRM? Launched last week. Website went up yesterday. The creator requested listing on CoinMarketCap yesterday as well. Well, I'll have to check it out. If it's something that's brand new, I have to check it out like off stream. I can't really go into it like that because once I do pull anything up, you typically have people that may have that interest, which is okay to have that interest. But it's like creating kind of free advertisement for like a product. Like if I'm like, hey, I have this water bottle and I like this water, instantly you like drinking something, drinking Prime or whatever will make somebody want a Prime, or you drinking a soda might want somebody to go get a soda or whatever. So it's like kind of free advertisement in a way. So either way, I'll have to check it out at some point. Um, I will wait for Grok at 0.008. Either way, I'm hyped to have Grok around 100,000. I don't think I'm gonna buy anymore. I really don't. But that's what I'm looking at there. I think I'm gonna keep what I have, 104,000, 105,000, and hope for something a lot bigger because one a $1 price is a $6.9 billion market cap for something that could potentially have a hell of a lot of popularity. And the reason why it could have a lot of popularity is just by association, as well as not even being launched on S tier exchanges. Imagine when that does happen, right? How much traction you will have when it's launched on S tier exchanges. And I think it's more about not paying the multiple millions of dollars for like Coinbase or something. It's about being listed on there because of popularity. And I think that's what a lot of these exchanges do, is they wait for you to go, all right, well, we need to see this happen. And then you end up paying the $1 million or $2 million to Coinbase in order to get listed, even though they would have listed you anyways. It just would have been a matter of time for them to list you. It would have been a time where it wasn't as popular, and then it would make it even more popular. So it's just like they play that game where these exchanges play a game where it's like between a rock, I would say a rock and a hard place, but they play that game where it's like either they give up the volume and bring in the $2 million, or they have the volume and give up the $2 million, right? Because what are they going to make more on? For Shiba Inu, obviously they would make a hell of a lot more, and you can't, like, nobody owns it. So you have to list it because it's decentralized. Like those are the type of plays that they don't want to really be a part of, but then they also don't want to miss out on. For XRP as well, there's a lot of volume that goes through that platform or goes through that position. So it makes sense to have Coinbase involved as well. Launched yesterday and trying to get listed on CoinMarketCap. I missed that part. All right. So, anyways, Floki, if I had to put a number on it, I mean, they're obviously looking for that $1 billion mark, and I think they'll flow past that. I think they're gonna probably push the envelope of like 5 to 10, because any meme coin right now with popularity and have any type of use case, especially looking at things like TokenFi being able to create tokens anytime you want to very very easily, will be massive. And other things that they do have that are more use case related. It seems like Floki is doing a lot there. So currently sitting at a $400 million market cap. It's not to say that it's not going to be worth anything. It's going to be worth multiple billions of dollars, I would imagine. And that's just my standard prediction. I mean, you're already at a low level. You're already looking at a $400 million market cap. So as time goes on, you'll see a lot more. So let's look at Terra Luna Classic. Again, currently that's at 2.4 cents, up 1.4% on the day at a $1.4 billion market cap. If we look at the last 7 days, we've seen this grow up 151%. I was just talking about this to my father-in-law. He was like, yeah, I saw Terra Luna Classic and I'm up, 300% in the last month. And, he was like, I'm excited about it. I wish I would have put some more into it there. And, obviously what you have is what you're getting. Either way, the gain is the gain, right? Obviously, I wish I would have put some more into it where it was at a level of 6 zeros, but, that wasn't my fault. That was the bank's fault. I would have a hell of a lot right now. I would have a hell of a lot as it hit its all-time high. But either way, turning $43 into what it is now, which is like $10,000 to $12,000, is fantastic. If we look at Shiba Inu and where Shiba Inu is, that's currently getting closer and closer to the levels to where we're seeing it at, a drop zero, right? We want to see that drop zero. That will happen. Where's my YouTube? Why is my YouTube not up? I must have exited out of it. Yeah, I must have exited out of it for some reason. Let me get back in it real quick. There we go. Yes, we got 248 people here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. I would love to get to 200 likes. That would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. But anyways, we're seeing it at 0.0000907, getting closer to that drop zero level, getting us to 4 zeros. That would be amazing. It's at a $5.3 billion market cap with $309 million worth of volume. I know that people are very, very hype related to the burn that we saw. So the 8 billion coin burn, and they could do a lot more. This shows what they could have done throughout this whole entire process, 3 years or so. And we could have seen this with such a lower supply. It would have been, 1 to 5% down, 1 to 5% down in the supply. Maybe we could have had 10% down. Maybe we could have had more. Who really knows, right? All the things that they developed could have had some sort of burning feature for Shiba Inu, and everybody would have been hype. Everybody would have been for it. And it's all about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, but they still don't understand where that vision lies and where that was, right? Because just imagine Bone, with all the volume that went through there, multiple millions, hundreds of millions of dollars that have gone through Bone. If you literally just took a level to where everything on Shiba Swap had some sort of burning feature for Shiba Inu, imagine the amount that would burn off. Everything that went through the DEX side for Bone had some sort of portion of it that gets burned off. Huge. Leash, some sort of portion of it that gets burned off. Huge. Metaverse, some sort of portion of it that gets burned off. Huge. All of these different things that missed opportunities to see Shiba Inu thrive and also to see their own product thrive. But the more that they went on not showing support for Terra Luna, or for not Terra Luna Classic, for Shiba Inu, it just got worse and worse. And this just goes to show, it's like if you would have just implemented a burn, we would have all been for it. Every single thing that you did. And it's always been about, like, when we tried to question that, we tried to tell them, hey, all you have to do is burn. And if you burn, we will support what you have. And, asking them, hey, when are the burns coming? And people asking when are the burns coming, they get blocked. It's like, why? It still blows my mind that you only put in $43 on Lunic. Yeah, it blows my mind too. I've never had a lower investment that turned out as well as this one did. So there's a lot of plays to where I'm looking to do that. That's what kind of sparked this idea of, the Kraken portfolio. And my Kraken portfolio is sitting at $1,059 because I invested $5 into so many different plays. One of those being Super Farm that has gone from $5 all the way up to $32 worth of value. So it has sparked kind of this idea. It's like what it could be, what all these could be. And that's why I'm putting $5 into different plays and seeing what it can end up turning out to be. Because OMG, could be worth $20 per coin at one point. Was worth $20 per coin at one point. And I would love to honestly put a lot more in there, because if it does find a way to get back to $20 per coin, then I end up having a larger amount that's sitting in here. And as well as, or if I do invest a little bit more, you see that can get to those levels. And the reason why, I don't even know the reason why you saw that drop down. But for my the overall supply, it hasn't been diluted. It's $140 million or 140 million coins, and $1 is $140 million market cap. I believe this can go so much further than where it is. So that right there, the Terra Luna Classic investment sparked this idea of investing a low amount to find one of those plays that can be a 70,000% banger. And if it is, I'm all for it, right? I'm sure you would be as well. He told me he's very busy a few weeks at work. Who, DJ Trev? Where's Trev been? You mean DJ Trev? Um, yeah, I would imagine he's pretty busy. Still definitely as I catch some of his tweets. I can't speak today. It's like I need some orange juice or something. Get me going. I don't know. Some people drink coffee. I drink orange juice. Yeah, we got 260 people here right now. What am I doing? That's not what I wanted to do. We got 260 people here right now, and we have 129 likes. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We got 25 people over on Rumble. Grok is now on Bing X. I thought it was already on Bing X. Now ranked 394. I have $60 of ETH on Web3 wallet, and I can't do anything with it as the fees will leave it overdrawn. It keeps saying. That's a little ridiculous. So before, when I was during the bull run, when I was making a lot of moves, anything that I would transact in ETH, it said it would cost me like $900 in order to do. And I was like, why would I pay $900 for this? I really, I found a really good app for Android. Don't know for iOS called Coin Codex. I've heard of it. You can input how many of each coin you hold from wherever and keep track of the value of your portfolio in real time. Yeah, there's a lot of different things like that. It's more of like a full portfolio tracker, and it tracks all of your different things that you have, whether it's Coinbase and Kraken and all of those, and you'll be able to see exactly how much you hold overall, because a lot of people have a ton of portfolios. I do, you do, I'm sure the next person does as well. Same, $80 here. Ordinals will see $100 to $1,000 per coin in the bull run. It's still early. And you're talking about that's Ordi, right? Where does that stand? Is that at $1 billion market cap yet? Is this the one you're talking about? Ordi, which is sitting at $1 billion market cap, $50 worth of value. This has grown quite a bit, 153% over the last 7 days, 600% over the last month. Again, I was looking at this at $7 and I was like, this looks amazing. The movement looks amazing. And I didn't do anything with it. I just, every day I would see it at a positive and people are like, or it's like, yeah, this is up. It's at the top of the list, whether it's 1 through 5, but it's at the top of the list of movers pretty much every single day. And, you know, it went from that low level here of $3 all the way up to, you know, kind of where we see it right now. Like you look at the last year and in October, this was down to $3. So you didn't only have a 10x, you had a more than 10x there from the lower point. That's crazy. Not Ordi, but this one looks fantastic though. My protocol for ADA and left out layer ones. Matt, stay away from Uphold. It crashes regularly. Does it? I've never had any issues with it. Well, I haven't had any issues with it yet. I'm not looking to actively trade on it. I'm looking to move it to a place to where it doesn't cost a hell of a lot to hold it or move it or do anything with it. Because if I sell it, I don't want it to be $28 for me to sell my position, you know? Terra 2.0 hit $1. I did see that. It was at $1.18. Hey, Matt, when do you expect the bull run to happen? So honestly, we are in the middle of the bull run. It's just kind of the beginning stages of it as we see it grow from a level of a $1 trillion market cap to 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. And now we're sitting at this 1.5, $1.53 trillion market cap. I expect more movement in the bull market when we see the Bitcoin ETF that does get approved. And then after the fact, a lot of that money trickle down to other positions because Bitcoin ETFs really just give Bitcoin that kind of like sigh of relief and massive amount of traditionalists that are investing into there and utility and all these other things, right? So it brings the volume to there and brings the volume to higher positions, but doesn't bring the volume to the lower positions until you see that trickle down effect, right? What are your thoughts on Corgi AI token? It's a token listed on CRO. I mean, I think it has potential. It is I believe it's CRO's or the Kronos chains meme coin, I believe. So it definitely will have some hype, some movement to it as long as Kronos does move. I haven't had any issues with Uphold. Yeah, some people claim they haven't had issues. Some people claim they do. Everybody, if you had issues or you didn't, it's all of it's valid, and we will use it when we're talking about if we are going to continue to actively trade on Uphold. Does that make sense? Just saw Happy Caddy is back. I thought he'd been back. I mean, he has a validatorship and I thought he's been back. Market starting to turn green. You're curious to see how the day plays out. Yeah, would love to see that. I mean, you're already seeing. Let me go back to Grok if I can find it. There it is. You already have seen Grok make a little bit of a move, and currently sitting at the level of 1354. SHIB pumping, I see 3%. Yeet, gonna check. I don't know about that. If you get a chance, Matt, stop into Clay's live stream today for a couple of minutes. Yeah, I could do. When does he usually live stream? Because I don't really get notifications on his stuff. I'll just see it sometimes and pop in, but I haven't popped into any YouTube videos in a while. How is Grok? I mean, it's doing better than it was earlier today, but we're seeing it at 13. I ended up buying more Grok. If you didn't know, I now hold 105, about 105,000 Grok at the moment. At one, I'm not sure I can do that. I'll try because Hayden goes to nap time at one, so we'll see. Should we buy SHIB now in case it pumps? Look, I'm not going to tell you when to buy. If you want to take that risk, make sure you have a stop loss and where you want to get out if it does end up going against you. But I think SHIB, you have to look at it more of a little bit of a longer term there. You can't just sit here and say, oh, well, I want to buy SHIB right now in case it does pump to a massive level and I can sell right away. Trying to predict these highs and lows that we see in the crypto market and how things are going to react to certain things, it's kind of tricky. It's very tricky, actually. So I'm not going to tell you to buy. I'm not going to tell anybody to buy, but you can make that decision for yourself and figure out what your stop loss will be, what your price target will be there. Matt, can you see Grok at $5? I honestly can. That's why I ended up buying a decent amount because I want to see it at those levels, and I believe we will see it at way higher levels. I will most likely, I have to go through my plan on what I'm going to do with Grok as it does run because I have my exit plan. I think I have to do an exit plan for Grok. So So yeah, that's where we stand with that position. But let's see where Shiba Inu. So Shiba Inu is pumping. It's up to 93.15, 93.08. Getting closer and closer to that drop zero level. And, I just want to see it drop that zero. That would be absolutely fantastic. It's not the best thing in the world. Like, it's not going to be something that absolutely creates a move like Terra Luna Classic did, but you never really know, honestly. In your opinion, does Lunic and USTC have a direct link, or will they remain both as tradable as tokens? So that's a good question, right? Because most people are hovering or pushing for the repeg, right? And if the repeg somehow does not happen, they are completely separate. However, they still do have a connection, right? They're both on the classic chain, right? That's not something that you can overlook. I mean, when you see things that move within a certain area, a lot of things within that certain chain or certain network do move as well. So like Ethereum, right? Ethereum will move, and a lot of things that are more popular in that space will move as well, right? Maybe Shiba Inu, maybe Jasmine Coin, maybe some other things will move on that chain. So you'll see the same thing that happens for Terra Luna Classic no matter what, and USTC no matter what. Now, I do believe that they will eventually get to a point to where the repeg does happen. They build a reserve. You see both of them that move quite a bit, and they move together. So I think there's a chance for both to happen where they could be separate and have sort of separate movements. But if one is green, you could expect the other one to be green. It's probably a 90% chance, maybe even bigger than that, that the other one will be green as well. Let's see, Pyth, please. Again, I've given my opinion on Pyth before, but I'll tell you this: Pyth is a play. Let me go here. Pyth is a play where I have one true worry about it. Yes, it has some form of popularity that we've seen as of late, but the main issue that I have with it is this right here. Self-reported circulating supply is 15% of the total supply, meaning that at a $600 million market cap here, the fully diluted market cap is 2.28 billion. So if it hasn't proven itself to say that it's worth 2.28 billion, it's kind of, it has to be short term. It has to be. That's where you want to see that long-term output, but it's like, if you see that long-term output and they decide to dilute the hell out of the position, what happens? Yeah, there's an unlock coming on Pyth. Yeah, that's something that worries me, is when you have, unlocked coins, you have coins that are able to be sold, you have coins that are able to be moved around, and you have a higher market cap, which could really tell you exactly where the market cap should be, right? Because if the market cap is, goes up to, let's say they introduce double the coins, and they do introduce, and now they're at 3 billion. And if they're at 3 billion, what does that mean for the market cap? It means the market cap is at double where the price is right now. That means it's at a $1.2 billion market cap. Now, if it starts to decrease down and you see it at a $600 million market cap, that shows you where the high level will be market cap wise, what it's truly worth, because you'll see that dilution that does happen and get it to the same value market cap wise. That's there. Claybro is another YouTuber, good content creator. Yes, he is. I like the low gems right before 2024. I like that type of video. I'm so hungry right now. See, that's what happens this weekend. Oh, well, I typically don't eat breakfast, right? And I'll eat at like 12. And I'll go from 12 to like 10. And I'll go from 12 to 10 where I eat, and then after 10 I won't eat. But the issue that I deal with is, if there's any day to where I eat something, then it's like my body like resets itself. So I get hungry in the morning again, even though I'm usually never hungry in the morning. And now I'm starving. So yeah. I like the low cap gems. Yeah, I read that. Let's see. 268 people that are here, guys. If you could hit the like button, please do so. It does help out with the channel. It helps out growth, and just all around, makes me happy to see the likes. All right, let's look at the entire crypto market and see what's happening, and see what's moving, what's not moving, all of that. So currently, things that are trending: Terra Luna Classic, Bitcoin, Taboo token. I did see Gorilla token for the last couple of days has been trending before the push up on MEXC, I believe. And that was definitely interesting. But I made a video on it, and I wanted to make a video on it beforehand, but made a video on it yesterday, and I wanted to make a video while it was still on the move, or looking like it was going to be on the move. But yeah, that's that. Bitcoin is currently standing at a level where it's right below the $42,000 mark. It's at $41,783. And in the past 7 days, it's up 12%. Ethereum is up to 2,200, and it's up 9% in the past 7 days. It is down in the last 24 hours. We look at BNB, and that's kind of been hovering around the same point for a while. I guess there's a lot of uncertainty, maybe. But you're seeing that at $230. XRP is at 61 cents. I know that was at 63 cents recently, so it is down 1.3% on the day. Solana is down by 2.4%. Cardano is down by 1%, still at the 40-cent mark, but on the verge of dropping below it. Dogecoin very close to 9 cents, closing in on that $10 mark, which is a phenomenal point. Avalanche $22. Polygon is at 79 cents. Shiba Inu is definitely making a move as of the last hour. It's up 242%. In the last 24 hours, it's up, did I say 220? It's up 36%, not 200%. 2.28% for the last 24 hours and 13% in the last 7 days. So let's look at things that are moving the most in the market. I know I saw some big movers that were outside of the 200, but we'll leave it at this. So Casper is up 26% on the day. It's up 0.4 in the last hour, 38% for the last 7 days. Stacks, that is up 24% today, up 80% in the last 7 days, which is phenomenal. Conflux, I don't know what that is. I can't say I've never heard of it, but I just never researched it. But it's currently up 22%, and it's up 38% in the last 7 days. Ordi, that's been up pretty much every single day, it seems like. KuCoin token, Flow, Pepe is up 12%. Who said that Pepe is not moving? Because Pepe is flying. Pepe is up 12.5%, 36% in the last 7 days. Terra Luna or 2.0, Terra Luna 2.0, you're looking at about 11% increase. It's at a 1.16 or $1.16 mark, up 64% in the last 7 days. Again, Terra Luna Classic is the main reason for that. That will move as Terra Luna Classic is moving. Hey Matt, can you see ETH at 3K next year? ETH at 3K? Yes, absolutely. I've made sorry. I've certainly made investments and then thought, oh crap, why? We just hit 300 viewers, guys. If you want to get me to 200 likes, I would greatly appreciate it. Definitely hit that like button. Is my other channel still rent in here? I think. I'm pretty sure. I didn't take off any wrenches, I don't believe. Let's see, 25 people over on Rumble as well. Again, thank you guys for being here. What's the thought on XYO and Superfarm? I mean, I can give my opinion on one there. Superfarm is definitely a position that I'm invested into, but it's a kind of a lower end position. It really grew by a level. I think it was up by like 400%, 300 to 400%. It might even been up more than that. But I have my super farm over on Kraken, and it's one of the top positions that I have in this portfolio. It's up to $32.44 from the $5 that I invested in there and the $5 that I did already take out. So in the last month, it's up 655%. So obviously, I was very excited about that and still am very excited about it. You can see that I sold $5 worth of Super Farm, and right now I honestly want to sell a little bit more. It's currently at a $304 million market cap, and I think it could go a lot further, but I want to take out $10, which I'm going to sell $10 here right now. And sorry. Yeah, so I just sold $10, and now we have $22 worth of Super Farm, which is currently at 66 cents, and it's at a $304 million market cap. So, yeah. Super Farm is a cross-chain decentralized finance protocol built to facilitate the launching of new non-fungible tokens without the need of programming skills. Tired, boss? I'm pretty tired, yeah. I'm looking forward to this moment. All right, so we have 14 people over on X. We've been getting a decent amount of views on X lately, and I appreciate you guys for being here, part of these live streams. I'm not sure what the monetization level is for X, but people have been telling me like it's 15 million impressions, but what I see is 5 million impressions. So I don't know why it's stated that it's 15 million. Maybe that has gone down so more people can become monetized. Maybe 15 million is too high. Hey Matt, do you have a video where you really explain how you found the tokens you got in the Kraken portfolio? So, um, technically every video I explain it, and I can explain exactly how I found it. It's very simple. Like I didn't I didn't search for them I didn't search for them to actually go home. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't have like an asset area. You go home and it takes you to your assets. But um I don't know why people think, some people think that I, actively like search for a lot of these plays in order to see things run. I didn't, right? I literally went over to Kraken, went to market cap, sorted it by market cap, by the lowest market cap, and then found the ones that I wanted to purchase. All I did was just go and find the closest one. So I bought this one, which had a $1 million market cap. I bought Rubik. I bought BSX. I bought Mirror Protocol. And I just went down the list from the lowest market cap to the highest market cap, not knowing that it would have the outcome that it had, where 97% of this portfolio is positive. You would think that randomly choosing, or not even randomly choosing, literally going from the lowest valued position on those exchanges, there was no research done at all, not even a single bit of research. And 97% of this portfolio is positive. I didn't know about any of the positions unless like some of them ran over. Um, and it's not even about me being smart. Someone said smart guy. It's not even about me being smart. It's about me just finding, I wanted to test a theory. And the theory was that if something was listed on an exchange that had a vetting process, people believe in it a lot more and they're willing to invest into lower positions, even if, they don't feel like they are the most valuable in that platform, right? You're going to have people that invest into Rubik because they see it at a $2 million market cap, and understand that it's been vetted, it's been checked to be put on Kraken. And yes, you can have some of those that are delisted, and I was thinking that that would be the case, and I wanted to see what the percentage will be, but none of them have been delisted. There's some that are negative, there's some that aren't positive, but majority of them are positive. I'm up basically 100%. Actually, I am. I'm up 100% on my portfolio balance. Because I invested $517. I'm currently sitting at a value of $1,060. So I've doubled my overall portfolio in a matter of 2 months. Matt, that Kraken portfolio is incredible. I know. I'm as shocked as you are. I was literally ready to say, okay, maybe we'll have one that blows up and other ones won't really make a move, but it seems like everything that was worth $5 is now worth 10. Anything that was worth, some things that are worth $5 are worth 30. Other things that are worth $5 are worth, 40, and so on and so forth. And I'm able to now put more money from those gains into some other plays that I truly believe in. So I was thinking, you're saying, when even you do your own research, I think there is a small element of luck. I think I would agree to an extent. Usually you would say there's a small element of luck when it's like 30% of your portfolio. It's like 30% of your portfolio blew up and then you had a couple of other ones that really exploded. No, 97% of this portfolio is positive. I invested in 100 positions, only 3 of them are negative. 97% are positive, and some are up significantly, like from a level of, $5 to $30, right? So I would say that there's an element of luck. The most fun and dangerous thing in crypto is using leverage. True. But I would definitely say there is some element of luck, but um, you can argue against that when you say that 97% is is blown up. Like typically you could be like, all right, it's lucky because you had one that grew by 1,000%, but I didn't only have one that grew by 600%. I had another one that grew by 500, another one that grew by 300, others that have grown by 200 or more. So it would be so hard to keep track of 100 coins. Yeah, I mean it definitely is difficult, but like as I go into my Kraken Pro, I can see what is moving the most in that day. What is at a higher value? It doesn't really give me the overall percentage of it. I wish it did. But as I go into scroll down, as I go into the portfolio, I'm down $18 since December 3rd. So the last, I guess, 2 days or last day. But it gives you what the 24-hour gain is. And I want to see what has moved in 24 hours. So it looks like BSX has dropped by 17 or 18%, or yeah, 17 or 18%, but still is at a value of $20, which I've only invested $5 into it. So even if it has decreased, which a lot of things have decreased, Saber is down. But again, I invested $5 into Saber, and I actually took out $20 worth, I believe, $10 or $20 worth. MXC, that's down. That's actually at a loss. MXC is actually at a loss, which is $3.19 because I put in $5. Green Satoshi token, which is down 6%. That's at a gain. This is at a gain. Mango's at a gain. Everything basically is at a gain. Even though we're seeing it all red today. Well, most of it is red today. And we can see some bigger winners, which Songbird, that's sitting at a value of $10, and each coin is worth, I don't even know how much, something. Then you have Terra 2.0 that is run, that's up 13%, seeing that at a value of $26. I think I invested a little bit more in that, like $10 into it, but it has increased quite a bit. So yeah, this portfolio is really good. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Look at Pepe, it's jumping. Yeah, so Pepe is up 15%. I did talk about that earlier today. It did hit a high here of, actually, it broke that high. The high was about 15, and now it has jumped above 15, it's above 15, and it's currently above 15% on the day, which is kind of weird. Look at Casper, it's moving. Casper is currently sitting, or actually, yeah, it's up 32%. It's almost up to 5 cents. It did get up to 4.8, and now it's starting to increase again after seeing a little bit of a retracement here. But seeing it at a $540 million market cap, it definitely shows that it has a lot of potential to run, to move. But in order to see this at $1, you would need to see this at a $11.5 billion market cap. Happy Caddy Crypto just dropped a new video. If you can get past the kind of whiny tone at the beginning, it's very informative for Lunic holders. Yo, I think I might do the same thing with Coinbase. I wanted to do it with Coinbase, but I currently have a lot of my major positions into Coinbase, so I wouldn't be able to track that. It would be tough. I mean, technically, I probably could by putting it into a spreadsheet and tracking it that way. That's something that I want to do with my Kraken portfolio is go through all my positions, show where the price point is right now and where I believe the high point will be. Let's see. I also wanted to buy more was gonna put more money into Robinhood today. So like $500 or $600. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll put like $550 into Robinhood today. I want to do something where I'm investing $1,000 a week, but I'm not 100% sure that I can do that right now. I just received shares from Microsoft. Why? So yeah, overall portfolio for the stock market, my dividend portfolio is currently sitting at $6,000, $6,024.77. So we're definitely making our moves, catching our stride here in investing into dividends and trying to capture those as well. So can't wait to see that flourish. But this month, I think I already went through like exactly how much I plan on gaining in dividends, which is not a crazy amount, but it's still something. Um, so we got 275 people here and we got 224 likes. Make sure you guys take some time to hit that like button. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Rumble, the link is down below. If and what's your thoughts? So not bad for a small investment. Yeah, it's not bad at all for a small investment. I'm not complaining, not one bit. Guys, what I'm gonna do is at 8 o'clock, I'm gonna go over to Rumble and we're gonna have we're gonna continue to live stream over there. So if you want to be a part of Rumble, feel free to go over there. I will add the link to the chat of where you can go. So I'm going to add the link to the chat. So if you guys want to go over to Rumble in a matter of like 15 minutes, you can definitely do that. But we're going to migrate over there. That's what validators think, which is far from the truth. What are you talking about? Thoughts on Dogcoin? It's up about 54%. I saw some tweets about it of Dogcoin, but I haven't actually jumped into it at the moment. What's the market cap look like? I don't disagree with the statement he makes through regard important for a holder experience nonetheless. I think I'm way out of touch here, not knowing what's going on, so I'm not going to go all the way back. We are traders. We trade. We don't hold. I only 15 to 16% of the supply is staked, which means that 84% is with traders who trade. So the logic doesn't even make sense. This is just Happy Caddy Crypto. Don't worry about him. You're way out. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even gonna figure it out. It's all right. Can I ask a question? If everybody is holding Lunic, me too, and no one is selling and waiting for them to be millionaires, how Lunic will rise? Sorry for my bad English. I'm from Italy. No, it's okay. So what you're asking is like if everybody's holding, how will Lunic rise? Understand that everybody is not holding. People are they've been holding from the lows, and some people are staking some, and some people are still gathering some, and there's a lot of people that don't know about the position. So as you see the position that's flourishing, it brings newer investors into the table, and never seeing, like I had in my live stream, there were a bunch of people that were like, I've never seen your channel before, but they just saw that Terra Luna Classic was moving and they wanted to be a part of it. So they were a part of it. They ended up buying in, at a lower level of like 2% instead of 2.3% of a penny. So they ended up buying in there, and you could see that it brings new people into there as the FOMO does happen. That's what FOMO is, right? So everybody's not going to hold forever. People have places to where they're going to sell, especially when they see certain targets. It's just going to kind of eat away at your soul. When you have a, let's say, a position that's worth, $10,000, right? It went from a level of maybe, $2,000 or $3,000 to $10,000. It sits different in your pocket, right? Where it feels like you need to sell some of it in order to capture those gains, and people will do it. And as they do it, you see a little bit of retracement, you see a little bit of healthy movement. Other people that come into there and see a newer opportunity, so they buy in to either lower their cost basis or just buy in all, outright. And then they see that rise again, and it will consistently increase as you see more people that are holding and selling less and less. You'll get to a point where, it is insanely increased and there's so many people that are holding the position. So it's kind of complex to understand, because most people want to look at it at a level where it's like, if everybody's holding and nobody sells, how do we see this price increase? Well, that kind of answers your question right there. If everybody's holding and nobody sells, it means you're not going to see downward pressure. You're only going to see buying pressure. However, once you see certain targets hit, you will see people that are selling the position, which creates selling pressure. Also creating more opportunities for some people, creating some buying pressure eventually. So that's kind of the way that I look at it. Hopefully that does make sense. Matt, my portfolio is up 27.7%. 14K is now 18K. That's fantastic, OE. That is fantastic to see that it's up 27.7%, and you could see it, skyrocket as high as it did. Again, my overall portfolio, I don't even know what my overall portfolio is. I know my Kraken portfolio is up by 100%. I know my Coinbase portfolio is probably up by a good 10%, I would say, up to 18, up $18,000 or $1,800 or something. So yeah, that's basically what I'm seeing there. I think it's up about 10%. And overall, though, my Terra Luna Classic though is up a hell of a lot more than where it was. Definitely somewhere around the 200 or 300% mark over the last couple of or last month, let's say. So we have 230 or 240 people that are here. Do we have any people that are over on Rumble? Did anybody move over? So we have 34 people that are over on Rumble. Thank you guys for watching. Again, we're going to move over there at about 8 o'clock, and that'll go from about 8 to 8:30. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go upstairs and say goodbye to Harper. And by the time I come back down, I'm going to hop off of YouTube and stay on Rumble. But I will be live on X. So thank you anybody that's watching on X. If you guys have any comments, anything you want to talk about, let's talk about it. We already talked about the burn. We already talked about we kind of talked about Lunik running to 0.0003. Obviously getting to a drop zero level is kind of that main kind of goal for where we want to see it in the next week or so, next month or so, before the beginning of the year. Would love to see it, but it's not 100% confirmed that we'll see that get to a multiple billion-dollar market cap. Currently standing at a 1.38 billion-dollar market cap, and want to see it get up to a $2 billion market cap, but it definitely has the popularity to do so. We all know, but it's not 100%. I'm very cold right now. Good morning, Leotis. Thank you for watching. We got 5 people that are watching on Twitch. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you are watching. Feel free to comment and let me know that you are over here. I haven't checked Kick today, which is crazy. Typically, I'm logged into all of them. Looks like we have 1 viewer over on Kick. Thank you guys for watching, bro. Leave crypto and play GTA 6 early access. GTA 6. We don't have GTA 6 early access. And what's crazy is it's not coming out till 2025. When I saw that, I was like, what is your problem? Like, if you're putting out a trailer, put out the trailer and say it's coming out in 2024, not 2025, because that leaves the door open for that to be 2 years down the line, 2 years away. And you think, oh, well, you know what? It's only 1 year. It's going to be 2024. Well, technically, it could be the holiday season of 2025, which is typically when they release like a lot of their hype games is around the holiday season where everybody's going to buy it. So it could be literally 2 years from now. So for right now, we could see it December, December or November 2024. No, that's 1 year. December or November 2025. That is 2 years away potentially. That's a problem. At least it is for me. Do you know anything about Asimax? I don't. It's a trading platform. I've never heard of it. So, no. I can't say that it's not a good platform. I just have never heard of it. And I haven't seen it on anybody's, list when I look at, different markets that things are available on. I haven't ever seen that on that list. And I mean, maybe I wasn't looking for it, but typically I remember a lot of the exchanges that are there. Thank you for being a first time chatter on Twitch. I appreciate it. Why is this not working over on Kick? Yeah, we got 2 people that are watching over on Kick. Thank you guys for watching. And we got 4 people that are over on Twitch. We have 15 people on X, 40 people that are over on Rumble right now. So thank you guys for watching. Good morning, Brian. Matt, do you trade stocks? I do. But mainly my stocks that I'm trading are dividend positions. I currently have $6,024. I do have some trades that I would do for stocks like AMC, that I have a decent sized portfolio. Should be worth a hell of a lot more than what it is right now, but I do have a decently sized there. I used to day trade quite a bit when I had 25,000 in my account in order to do so, but I don't have 25,000 in that account anymore because AMC has dropped down significantly in price, and that is what really held a lot of the value so that I can consistently day trade in that position or in that platform, which was Webull. So yes, I do hold stocks, but mainly they're around dividend positions because I want to gain a consistent passive income. This month, I should be able to gain about 24, I believe it was $24 in dividends, which is great. It's not absolutely a game changer, but it is something extra that's on top of it. And as we see this go along, we could see more and more that we end up profiting from, or we end up, getting from this portfolio. Have you done a video on your dividend stocks? So yeah, mainly they're on my Matthew Perry 2 channel. So if you go over to my main channel or click on my name, you'll see my channel here. And then if you scroll down, you'll see the Matthew Perry 2 channel and also the golf channel, a credit card channel, and all of those there. So feel free to check those out if you guys want to. But you'll see the Matthew Perry 2 channel where I do go through different things here. So yeah, consistent gains. This is basically a breakdown of my Kraken portfolio. But this is the last dividend video that I did, which was how much I made in dividends for that month. Let me make sure I pause this. How much I made in dividends for that month, and I believe as you go through the list, you see that I made $2.35, and I'm projected to make $23.53 for the month of December, which is not bad. I mean, I'm working my way up to having $100 in dividends every single month, and that comes with time, right? I feel like in order to have, like, if I just look at one position and how much I want to be able to gain from, let's say, Realty Income, I would need to have about $200,000 invested into that in order to gain $1,000 in yeah, in order to gain $1,000 per month, I would need to have 200,000 that's invested into Realty Income by itself. I believe that's the case. Yes. I'm very tired. All right, so we're 3 minutes away from going over to Rumble. So if you want to be a part of it over on Rumble, make sure you guys hop over there. The link is in the chat. Did you see the news on the Lunar proposal to morph USTC into a gas token? What are your thoughts on that? No. Because technically, Lunic is the governance token, which is also used as gas. Why would you convert that? That just devalues Terra Luna Classic in a way. No, I don't think that's a good idea at all. But again, that's just my opinion. Some other people may find it as a good idea. I don't, but I haven't seen that. No, that's interesting. Oh. Very, very interesting. Um, don't tell in the chat, dude. What about ICP? I've always liked ICP and the movement that comes with it, but I just don't like the constant ability to dilute because it has an unlimited max supply. So that's something that does worry me. But the movement that we see within it, if you can have something short term, that's a big deal. And I think it could be big for your positions. Fafi and Red Dine have made 180 and are made a 180 and literally are saying make USTC a meme coin. Yeah, I can't go with that. I'm not a fan of that at all. Bro, Lunic is going down. Your face says it all. What do you mean? Some people just love to be negative. My face is just tired from all the movement that we've seen. After they got $40,000 from the CP. Yep, the quant team instantly isn't exactly the quant team anymore. If you missed Shiba, Pepe, Doge, Baby Doge, okay. I didn't want to be that guy. That is why I took to Twitch instead of bugging you in here. So the guy that they keep talking about BNB Tiger. Yeah. Thank you for your time. Have a good day, all. Well, thank you for being here, Michael. I appreciate it. Why nobody talk about 17 billion in volume on 9/21/2023? 17 billion in volume for what? I mean, do you think Lunic will grow or nope? Yeah, I think Lunic will grow. It will take its time. It grew by so much this weekend. It needs to have some time to settle. And if it obviously increases, then fantastic, but it needs some time to settle. Hey, Matt, this is just the start of the bull market, and we are looking like at the end of it. Wait, I'm way like lost in this. Hey, Matt, this is just the start of the bull market. What we all be looking like at the end of it. What will we all be looking like at the end of it? I don't know. It depends on how much you gain. Anyways, I got to go ahead and get out of here on YouTube. We're gonna talk about. Sorry, bro. How are you today? How's your back? How's your back? My back is okay. Sorry to keep it short. Can we see a 20-cent CRO in December? 20-cent CRO in December? I think we can. Yes, we have the potential. But anyways, I got to get out of here. If you want to ask me questions or talk to me over on Rumble, we'll be over there for like 30 minutes or maybe even longer, depending on how many people we have there. So feel free to go ahead and check the link in the chat. Also, the link is in the description. Follow me on Rumble and let's chat it up over there. We currently have 34 people that are over there. So thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.